Hey everybody, welcome back. So, welcome to today's problem, and that is my dog door. And many years ago, I put this dog door here, and the company who made it, I can't remember who they are. I can't find this dog door anymore. The original flap was some kind of rubber, flexible material, had a magnetic strip on the bottom, and it would kind of supposed to stay shut, and of course it never really did, and it broke after a year, and I replaced it, and the new one broke after a year, and now I can't even figure out who they are anymore. So I've made a number of flaps over the years. I've used indoor outdoor carpeting. I've done a number of different things. This is some kind of diamond plate. I don't know if you can see that. Some kind of rubber material, got a diamond plate. I think I bought it at Harbor Freight or on Amazon, I don't know. They last a couple of months and then they tear at the top. And I got the bright idea of punching holes in it and just letting it swing from zip ties. Well, that seemed like a really good idea, but when you have a 40-pound dog hitting it at a full run, it wasn't too long before it tore the holes out. So I'm going to try and cure this with 3D printing, and I have made a couple of like 3D printed piano hinges. Let's get this off and let's get the rubber attached to the hinge. I think I'm just going to use zip ties to hold the hinge onto the rubber. Here is my rubber piece mounted on the hinges. Swings really nice. Screw it on the door and let's see how it works. Well, there it is. I don't know how good that is. The hinges don't want to move as nice as I think they should have. They really don't move very nice at all. I'm really not very happy with that. That doesn't move the way I would like it to at all. So, a couple things I can do. I can leave it like that and forget it exists till it breaks again next time. I can go down to the store and buy a couple of metal hinges. I don't know that I can get an exact metal piano hinge that size. I know some piano hinges you can cut the length, or I can try making a full length 3D printed hinge. You'll know that's what I did. So I now have a full length hinge that is almost full length. I'm about maybe a quarter of an inch short. So there's the two plastic hinges again, and they seem fine, on their own. Sorry, I know that's glary. They seem fine on their own, but as soon as you get them slightly, this like that, they stop working right. So I'm hoping that's where the one single hinge is going to fix it. All right, I got it mounted to the new hinge. Let me move this out of the way. And I am much happier with that. Okay, I've got that on and it swings way better than the other one did, but I've noticed I should have either mounted that hinge lower or rotated it so the barrels were on the other side. Do I really care? It would be better if it swung all the way. Let's try turning it around. Well, turning it around didn't work because I mounted it so high the barrel's in the way. And I did that for a reason, and that was to close that gap up and cover it with slightly with the hinge, and it turned out to be a bad idea. All right, if it wasn't still over 100 degrees out, I'd probably call that good enough, but it is over 100 degrees out, so I'm going to try and make it better. So what I did is I printed yet another hinge, and this one I made one leg longer. If I haven't mentioned, I'm doing this in a configurator on Thingiverse, and I'll put a link to the configurator below. It's pretty self-explanatory to use. It's not hard to figure out. So I made one leg longer, and I moved the hole out toward the outside. That's in hopes that I can lower the whole thing down enough for the hinge to clear the top so it can get, the full swing. So let's put this one on now. Okay, so that is the hinge with the new longer leg on. This is the shorter one I just took off. I did rotate it so that the part of the hinge that has the barrel that projects out of the hinge is on the outside. So now I get full or nearly full, but it looks like I need to trim it over here. Okay, so I trimmed a slim little strip, maybe 1/8 of inch max, off of this side of it. I need to trim some off across the top. I wonder if I can do that without taking it off. Let me try it. Let me get a knife and try it. Okay, I trimmed about 1/8 of an inch at the top to get the rubber up away from the hinge. And now I think I'm finally getting the motion that I'd like to have. I'm getting very close to, I don't know, I'd say about 70 degrees opening. And of course, outward can do beyond 90. But that's more than enough, I think. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm not too pleased with the way that rubber looks after all the butchering I've done to it. But it'll be a pattern for the next piece. I have to take this door off and repair it. This door has a lot of rot along the bottom, and I was just going to replace it till I saw what doors cost. But I think now I'm going to repair it, and I'll probably find a different dog door for it, or maybe I'll find some way this thing will make me happier and last a little bit longer. Anyway, that's all I got for now. This has been a lot more work than I thought it was going to be to get what I wanted. It's kind of one of those projects that every time you make an improvement, you run across another problem, and you wind up with 5 or 6 iterations of it before you finally get all the kinks worked out. Was it worth it? I don't know. Saved myself $100 of buying another dog door, or constantly having to change the rubber every month or two on it. So I don't know whether it was worth it or not. I think so for now, but one could argue that either way. It's so hot outside, I can't do anything else, and I'm running out of things to do inside, so I was happy for the diversion. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.